my sinuses are acting up like crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was like 80 degrees Friday, and now it is currently, what, like 60, 40?
It was like 40 this morning.
That's wild. That's a
And we get dragged here in the pouring rain. I've been walking all across campus today.
Nah, I got soaked. I stepped in too many puddles today. And yet, you know, when like you underestimate the depth of the puddle, and so you're like, it's fine, like it won't get in my shoe. And then you step in the puddle. Yeah, no, it will. It will.
You didn't use the clicker thing?
No, I didn't know we were supposed to use a clicker thing. Oh. Clicker.
It's too late now.
We're here now, and that's what matters.
Here now. So, welcome back to a brand new episode of CU Life, and today with me I have Blake, the co-host.
Hi, y'all.
And our guest this week, Grant.
We're here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a freshman computer science major from the great state of Alabama. Great state. And we're here and just enjoying it.
Yeah?
Enjoying it, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Blake, what do you got for us this week? I heard you've been cooking up something special.
What
happened this morning?
Oh, what happened this morning? Okay, so I accidentally flooded my dorm slightly this morning. So as one does, like when I take my showers, like about 20 minutes beforehand, because like it's not my water bill, I turn it on, like get like some steam going in the bathroom, so like it's like a nice like sinus reliever, especially with the weather outside. And so like I'm like just doing stuff, and I walk in, or like I'm actually in the bathroom currently, and I'm at the sink, like like brushing my teeth and stuff, and I turn around, and there's water coming out one side of the shower, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. It must just be like the shower curtain like picked up like the water like coming out of the like faucet or whatever, and it's like coming out of the ground. And I'm like, that's weird. So I don't think anything of it, and I open it to smooth the curtain, and the entire basin was full of water, and it's like coming over the side, like it is like buckets over the side. I mean, it wasn't. I'm exaggerating because it wasn't that fast, but like the entire water, like none of it was draining. It was just coming over the side. And so I'm like, oh crap. I look at the floor and I'm like, oh, it's soaking wet. And I see that it's also going under the door into my dorm. So I open the door, and it is about probably like a centimeter of water, like just like out in my dorm. And I'm like, oh my God.
Ask me just walk away, pretend it wasn't you. I wasn't even never there.
The issue is it's totally a me problem.
Which dorm are you in? Yeah.
Crib.
Okay. Dorm reveal? Which exact number?
Crib 291.
Oh wow.
He just straight up dropped it.
But there are some
IP address.
there's some bathrooms in my dorm. I'm in Douthit, and they're like just disabled accessible, and they're like bigger bathrooms. That's the ones you use.
I live in the handicap.
Those are the ones you use to shower in. And the drains clog every time. So like you'll be like kicking water out of it every single time, and it's the most annoying thing. But they're bigger showers, so you deal with it. Deal with it.
Mine's a pretty good sized shower, and like while me not paying attention to the water coming out the bottom of the shower was indeed my fault, I fear the clogged drain was not my fault. Well, so I take about 50% responsibility for what happened this morning.
Well, they got that number you can call.
I'm not calling them to be like, I just flooded my dorm. Like, I'm cleaning it up myself.
Okay. No, they're good though. I called them that like half of our room had a power outage. They just flipped the breaker and they fixed everything. They're very efficient.
So funny story that kind of goes with what you were saying. Last semester, my roommate at I think either 2 or 3 in the morning flooded a toilet, and it overflew and had the same issue you were.
That's so much worse though.
Water. That's actually worse.
And the other 2 were asleep, and one of them woke up to come use the bathroom. He opened the door, straight up said, nope, closed it, and went back to bed. And
was your roommate or your suite mate?
It was he and I.
Was he still in the bathroom when that other person came in, or did
no? We were actively trying to put towels everywhere.
Okay.
And he told me, because I didn't notice, he told me that he had called the number for somebody to come. And then in the meantime, while he was waiting, he actually fixed the entire thing.
Oh, perfect.
Because he's smart with all that stuff, I guess. But that was at 3 in the morning, and the dude showed up at 3:15. It did not take
RCM on call?
No, it wasn't the RC. It was the
maintenance.
The maintenance call.
They're good. They're good
about it.
Damn.
And that guy came in, and my suite mate told him the situation and told him this is what I'm thinking about doing. to fix it, and he was like, "That's exactly what it is. I'm just gonna leave them. You got it on handles."
I had maintenance fix the blinds in my room, like the like standard like customary blinds that go in your room. And they actually made it like not the string anymore. Like whatever blinds they put in don't have the string. You just like move it and it just stays. Which how does that even work?
It's beautiful.
Anywho,
Don't question it.
Yeah, no. There's some things in life I don't question, and that's one of them. But we had them replace it, and I think those blinds have been in the exact same position since they replaced it. And they replaced it when we moved in at the beginning of the semester. So maybe it wasn't worth it, but at the same time, we are paying $8,000 to live there. So
you know, like the the windowsill that's like on the bottom. It's like the little gray slab that's like on the bottom of your window.
yes,
Yeah.
So when my sweet mate and I moved in, we noticed something was a little off about it. So I messed around with it, and it just was not attached. Like you could straight up just pull it out and put it back.
Hey, I think that's like I would keep it like that, like a little extra room, you know.
And we were just
A
like
little, maybe the key word there.
The keyword is there's just a gap underneath it.
Oh, is there like nothing underneath it?
I don't
Is it just like
remember.
hollow?
I didn't pull it
It's extra
that far.
storage. There you
Extra
go.
storage. That falls
You
all-
can like take 2 shirts down there. That's like
Or
falls
that's
all
where
the
you
way to
put
the
all your
first floor.
contraband. Like your candle warmers and your
your what's it called, the command strips that you're not supposed to, that you're not allowed to use.
No, I think candle
your
warmers.
power strips.
My power strips. Oh my gosh, my room. Okay, so like my room's a really quirky like layout of a room because it backs up to the kitchen, and so it's like they're actually making a 3-person room next semester. I don't even know how that
Really?
works.
Interesting.
I've been told not to share that, but it is indeed on the website. So
We're just
like,
putting it on blast
that's
now.
not my
Okay.
fault.
All of our listeners can
No,
up
they
in arms
can
about that.
look up Crib Hall Clemson and go to room 291, and it says 3 people. So that's not my fault. It's public
Don't tell
knowledge.
anybody though. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Our secret.
Confidential information.
Actually, nah, bro. It's public knowledge. They posted it. It's fine. Anywho, but like, there's outlets on the wall with the window. There's 2 like sets of 4 outlets on both corners, but nothing on the other side. And my desk is on the other side. So I'm like, how am I supposed to get power to this desk if I can't have an extension cord? So I do not have an extension cord. I have a 25-foot multi-plug. Because multi-plugs are allowed. Multi-plugs are allowed.
Smart thinking. Smart thinking.
Yeah, it was an Amazon order.
There you go.
Hey.
Maybe it took like 3 days to come in, but like that's okay.
Hey, tip for college students: you gotta get Prime with the student discount.
That is so true.
6 months free, $4 a month to
I just
graduate.
use like the
But,
family.
like, it's never-
Well, yeah, if
family
you don't have
plan.
the family one though, it comes in clutch.
But it's never actually going to be like 1-day shipping because
No.
it says it gets delivered to the mail office. We love the
And
mail people.
mail people are
However,
great.
No, they're great.
They're great. It does take an extra day to go through the mail office.
I was gonna say it either takes like a day or it takes like a couple. hours.
Mine takes like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours is genuinely my consensus, but
Mine's
they
definitely.
close at like 4:30, so.
Well, my thing is too, like, I will order something to my house that's 30 minutes away and it will be there next day. And then I change the shipping location to here and it adds like 5 days.
we're
And
off
I'm
in the
like, where
middle
did
of
those come
nowhere.
from?
I mean, it's
But, like-
there's a lot of steps to get here.
But also they're probably doing like all
steps.
they're doing like bulk shit. They're probably doing all the bulk
Probably
together.
true. But like, I'm accustomed to my 1-day shipping.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be accustomed to your 1-day shipping.
Yeah, maybe I'm a.
Welcome,
like us
welcome to
normal
college. This is the
That's fair.
The-
That's fair.
this is the experience.
Yeah.
This is the
Flood in your
college
dorm and more than 1-day
Hey.
shipping.
experience. So. All right, Grant, I got a question for you.
All right.
What is your dream job?
My dream job. Ooh, I mean, that is tough because there's like major. You can go the major way, you can go like your passion way.
Right.
And for what I want to do with my major, I'm a computer science major again, something in the cybersecurity field.
Okay.
But I feel like I joined this club, Tigervision. I think it'd be fun to get into the news world, like
Yeah.
whether it be sports reporting, producing, whatever that entails. That just seems fun. I've been doing it for the last 2.5 years, and it just seems like a fun industry. It's very tough. You got to do a lot of work, but it seems like it could be fun. So I'd say that.
This man Grant does so much of the production around here. This man needs to get some more love. I want to see some love.
I
in the
try. I'm
comments.
here like 3 days a week.
Yeah. Hey, those 3 days a week are more than half the 99% of
You'd be
campus.
surprised.
So, but I try my best. So I'm getting there.
There
I'm
you go.
just chilling.
Hey, that's
Just
fair,
chilling.
man. You're just
Yeah,
chilling.
I'm just here.
We're gonna have to get you in the club.
Yeah.
You might have to come to like the weekly meeting or something.
Good talk to Landry.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah,
hook
get
you
to
up.
meet
Fun.
Landry's so nice.
It's nice.
But so, all right, Blake, what's your dream job? You don't know.
That's fair. I know, like
it is early.
I know
it is.
don't
We're
know.
it's early.
It's gonna change tomorrow.
No, okay. So like I have like a premise.
Okay.
Don't know what that is yet.
Oh.
But the premise is I'm an industrial engineering major. So something with industrial engineering, because like that's one of the big reasons I chose it, is it's in every field, with also like entertainment and like more like a customer facing role, less than like manufacturing or something. I don't know, like Disney World in Florida has an industrial engineering internship.
Nice.
Like something maybe along those lines. I know I don't want to be in manufacturing. I know I don't want to like the kind of like standard customary like engineering jobs where it's like you sit in kind of like an office all day and like just like solve
I don't know
problems.
what they do.
Industrial engineers? Okay.
I know just engineers in general. Like,
That's
what does
fair.
that entail?
Well,
Explain
there's a
to us.
lot of different ones. However, a lot of engineering is like, I mean, the whole thing is about solving problems.
It's so vague.
So it's not all jobs technically?
Okay, but like,
Yes.
technically engineers can do a lot of jobs because like their whole mindset is just to solve problemes.
Okay, but like can a doctor not solve problems?
I mean, yeah. Okay, but like.
We're just putting all of engineering on blast.
Wow. I didn't know this was gonna happen. So like, no.
This intense
And I
interview.
say that like overarching, like, just solve problems because depending on like your civil or your mechanical or your chemical or your industrial, like it's really like more focused on what like kind of problems you're working with and what you're solving. So like obviously mechanical, like I was thinking more like physical parts, kind of you see some in the manufacturing field and stuff like that. Meanwhile, industrial is more of like some universities or some degrees are called systems engineering, which is like kind of a similar thing, but it's like streamlining processes, making systems more efficient, more user friendly. There's a lot of ergonomics that are involved with that type of engineering.
Interesting.
So yeah, it just like what is engineering like is a very broad definition because it is a very broad field depending on what you do.
Yeah.
So back to the original question.
Yes.
What's your dream job?
A job that incorporates my industrial engineering major with my like arts, production, like passion and theater minor.
So kind of going back, like a theme park would be like an idea.
Yeah.
Like Disney World?
Yeah, like something like that maybe. Or I also am kind of two options there. It's that and like kind of more the leadership aspect of engineering, like kind of product management, like project management, not product management. I knew I was saying something wrong in that. Project management, stuff like that.
I got you. That's cool. Now, I'm also curious, not including your own major or anything closely related, what's a major you guys have a lot of respect for? So for like you cannot pick any sort of engineering. You cannot pick like any type of computer science or computer
Okay, I got you.
technology type things. I mean, if I were to go, I'd say engineering because I'm not anywhere near that. And engineering is a lot of work, and everyone I know has a couple points in their life where they just hate themselves. And
That's
they
almost
hate
a
math.
weekly occurrence. I'm not gonna lie.
You hate math, and then you hate something at some point every day.
Yeah. No.
Or just all day.
Yeah.
It's something different. And I respect it, and that you have the urge to continue doing it.
Yeah, like you get to the point where you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? But then like you solve that problem you've been working on. Like today we had this MATLAB, like all of the class lab was a MATLAB project where it was just like 6 pages of stuff, and it was like do this and do that, and you're working on like a whole system of like inputs and outputs from a user, and like a lot of times that it happens where I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then I like sat there after class to like finish up part 1 of it, and I got so satisfied when I ran it, and it just like completely worked perfectly.
MATLAB like coding, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it is so satisfying turning it in, seeing like 100%. Like it is.
Yeah.
It's a magical feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that, like kind of adrenaline rush of actually figuring out like the solution and stuff.
I got you.
Yeah.
So you're basically like an alcoholic to 60 seconds.
I guess that's an analogy that could be used.
You get the lows until the moment.
I think it's called an addiction. I don't think we have to go straight to alcohol.
No, I think we're gonna jump straight to alcohol.
Okay. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Is engineering a depressant? That's what we're gonna discuss today.
You didn't,
I don't know how to
that is
respond
not
to
a
that.
no.
That's not a no.
Yeah, I would.
It's not a yes, but it's not a no.
I mean, because I think everyone has those moments where you're like, why am I doing this? Like, you're in the depths of it, you're in the trenches, like you're right before an exam, and it's like, why? Why am I doing this? And then like you get through it, and you like, for me, when I get my results back for like an exam or something, I'm like, that's why I do it, is that feeling of accomplishment. So.
All right,
We should probably get back on track though. The question got off a little bit. I have a lot of respect for two majors. First is the like communication, sports communication people, because so much of it is like knowing people and like trying to get ins. And I've seen, once again, this club, all these sports communication majors, they worked so hard trying to know people and trying to like get out and do things for the sports teams. And like it's a lot of work outside of class just to like get the connection, because you know you're gonna need them later in life. But also on a more STEM field, the like bio and chem majors, because a lot of them are going for going to be like doctors, and like that's a lot of school, and I do respect them for that. Like biochemistry, not a chance.
No, not a chance I'd ever do that. Random fact: I've never taken a chemistry class at any point in my life. Not even in high school.
You probably should keep it that way.
No, I was gonna say
Yeah,
I don't plan on changing that.
Yeah, it's not worth
When
it.
they were like, "Hey, you need a natural science," I instantly chose astronomy. Like,
If
there
you
was
do have to
no-
take-
That counts.
yeah, and it does count. And I love astronomy. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun at times.
All I'm gonna
It's so
say,
chillaxed.
if you have to take chemistry, take it with Dr. Dennis Taylor. That's all I'm saying.
You are the biggest Dennis Taylor promoter I've ever
Yes,
met.
that man's amazing.
Yeah, I can't believe
I
it.
made I made perfect scores on all the chem exams because of him.
All right. So how about you? What major what major you respect?
I respect like pre-med / like doctors because the amount of just like schooling and then the amount of like knowledge you have to like contain, and also like the like whole like being around bodily fluids thing.
Not a big bodily fluids guy.
No. I can't even watch.
I know the water that's overplugged in the sink.
Yeah.
Or the shower, my bad.
Yeah. I actually can't watch when I get a shot. Like I can't watch it.
Really?
Will
If
you
I
faint?
No, I won't faint. But if I look away, it's good. It's just like I can't. And then like I'm not touching anyone else's like blood. Like
I hope not.
anything
I
like
hope
that.
not.
Well, like I'm not like. If we need someone to clean up like something that happened, like a nosebleed or something, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing it?
I'm not doing that.
So you're not like CPR or first aid certified?
You know, CPR, I could see myself doing CPR certification.
So you'll do lip to lip, but not clean
That,
blood.
I think that's different.
Yeah, I mean, I
CPR,
think
that's
it
like
is.
the.
No, CPR
It doesn't
involves
It
lip
doesn't
to
have.
lip.
I guess, yeah.
But like,
Close the nose, tilt the back, and then you gotta go to town.
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like that.
I'm not going to town during CPR. I don't know. I can do that. I just couldn't do like bleeding, bruising, vomiting. Like that's not happening.
No, I gotcha.
I was on a plane to London. No, from London.
Very fancy. Okay.
To or from? It
One
was
of
a
the
plane
two.
in between London and the U.S. I don't know if it was to or from. Anywho. And like literally 10 minutes after takeoff, like we're still in a takeoff climb, like there's still like seatbelt signs and all.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything, but all I see is like the flight attendant, like two flight attendants standing up and huddling around this aisle. This kid had vomited 10 minutes into an 8-hour flight. I envy those flight attendants that day. I could never.
You envy them?
You envy them.
Wait, I think it's the other way around.
They envy you. You feel bad for them?
I do feel bad for them.
Envy is jealousy.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want to be them?
Wait. Scratch that,
Pity?
reverse it.
Pity?
Yes.
Okay.
I do pity them.
There you go.
Because I could
So
never
you
do
envy
that.
them?
I'm glad you guys corrected me, because I've definitely been using that a lot today, and no one has corrected me yet.
But you're going to Paris though, right?
Yeah, I'm actually doing 2 study abroads, one to France and one to Paris.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And you're learning French?
I am learning French. Speaking of which, I need to do my Duolingo today.
Now, speaking of that, am I hearing correctly that the Duolingo bird has died?
What is this? What is happening?
Okay,
I saw that.
no.
That's wild.
They've been like off.
Well, they've
like off the entire their entire campaign is them being like weird, and it's really funny. But I'm so confused.
The Duolingo bird has been offed. He has
wild.
offs. He has offs.
That's wild.
No, he is. Yeah, he threatens people.
Yeah.
He is
I mean,
the off.
have you done Duolingo with that lady that's like, hello, I'm blank.
I've done Duolingo
whatever.
2 days and then I quit.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there's just like section where it's like a listening section, and she's like, let's say her name is Linda. It's like it's something with an L. Lauren, I think. She's like, hi, I'm Lauren, and we're listening in onto a conversation, and then you like listen to a conversation, and you like have to like explain what you heard or like things about what you heard, and then the end of it is always like, they're talking about what they're eating at a park. That's suspicious. It could just be a code. And then she ends by, remember, I'm always listening. Excuse me? Like, what do you mean you're always listening?
They've always been a little bit. I've been a little creeped out the entire time Duolingo's been out, and it's probably for the best that someone put a stop to that.
So, from my sources, I've heard.
your
My
inside scoop.
sources. He got hit by a Cybertruck.
What?
Yes.
That's
I believe it. I believe it.
And I mean,
Was he doing his Duolingo while he's crossing the street?
possibly.
That would be such a...
Now,
The Duolingo, they're doing Duolingo. That's kind of like egotistical and doing.
are either of you familiar with the man Vince McMahon?
Oh
name
sounds
sounds
yes,
familiar.
of course I am.
Okay.
WWE.
Yes.
Let's go.
Love WWE. Now, in 2007, he had a scene where he got into a limousine and it blew up.
I remember that.
And they put that as the storyline. And unfortunately, that
What?
storyline had to stop because Chris Benoit then happened. And yeah, but is Duolingo or Duo running a Vince McMahon type storyline where he fakes his own death? It's staged.
Let's put it. No, frankly, no.
Also, I don't think we should be comparing him to Vince McMahon.
I think given certain allegations, I don't think that they're going for a Vince McMahon parallel. I don't think it works for anyone. So I doubt it.
There's probably a couple we can name.
Let's not.
Aubrey Graham.
It's giving like the TSA's Instagram. If you have not seen the TSA...
Oh, they're great.
I love the
seen
TSA.
it. I have not seen it.
They're so unhinged.
They post things that they confiscate. off
Well,
of
no,
Facebook.
it's not even that. It's just like...
But sometimes they do.
It would like okay. The one that posted on New Year's was like our New Year's resolution is to go 365 days without a pew pew going through security. And then it like the next slide said it was 365 minutes. We wanted 365 days, but it was 365 minutes before the next pew pew got through security. And like stuff like that, like they just post random stuff all the time.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and like to be fair, what else would they post? Like
It's the TSA.
exactly, like what are they gonna
There's only
post?
so
Like,
much they can post.
Don't bring this.
don't bring your more than 2 ounces of water onto the plane. Like, what else are they gonna post?
Bring the liquids.
Don't bring the liquids. Put them in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Like, but the TSA Instagram is so unhinged.
It's
like, I
great.
will scroll it just for posterity. And
I don't do that, but
I might have to do that. I might have to try.
oh,
it.
pull it
I
up.
recommend it. I
Pull
will
up.
say.
All right. I'll check it
No.
out later.
All right.
No, it's good.
Do
I
you-
would recommend.
So what language did you do on Duolingo?
Spanish.
Spanish?
I took 6 years of Spanish in high school. Well,
So,
middle
yeah.
school, high school. So
I got you.
trying to
You
keep
didn't
it up
stick
a little
with it
bit.
in college or no?
No, I thought about it, but I wanted like minor in Spanish. It was like 5 extra classes, and
Yeah.
that's a lot of classes.
So I'm minoring in Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, still a little bit different.
Okay.
They're kind of the same.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I mean, library is still biblioteca.
Really?
Yeah, it is still biblioteca. What's it? G'day biblioteca is the same thing.
Sure, man.
No, I've done Russian. I'm at a 150-day streak. So
Nice.
I do piano sheet music now. I'm learning it through Duolingo.
Piano sheet music
Yeah,
through
you
Duolingo.
Yeah, you can do piano.
Really?
Like we're talking about like piano.
Now, when are they gonna? When do you get Russian piano music? That's the question.
Russian piano.
That's when do we do? When start that?
How do you like? I'm sorry. How do you like do a Duolingo of piano music?
Hey, like, Here, let me show you. You want to try?
I do.
Oh.
I played piano for like a little while there.
Very fancy.
This is so fun.
He's gonna do it now. They let you play like songs that are like popular, at least to
This
Duolingo.
is so fun. I would do this in the middle of
We
class.
should probably get.
We need to get that away from him right now.
We need to get back on track with this. Shows what we need to do.
You want to
Wait,
talk?
I need to
you want to
finish
talk
the
about getting a
level.
streak? This is how he's gonna get a streak.
Literally, no. Yay!
This is a problem. You started a
That's
problem.
so
well.
cool.
I just
Wait.
started another addiction.
Yeah.
No,
First
you just
is-
got me a daily quest. Let's go.
First is
Let's do
engineering. Now it's
Now
Duolingo
it's
sheet
piano.
music.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to.
There are worse things to be addicted to.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
Duolingo, not a bad thing to do.
Apparently, engineering is like alcoholism.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to somebody. I won't
Sources
whose
say.
name. Sources.
Sources do say.
But, all right. I say we try having a little fun now.
Okay.
I bet you're all wondering why we have whiteboards.
I am.
I was.
And I stole from Brian. Shout out to Brian.
Shout out Brian
He's had me on
Warner,
B-
full government name.
He's had, I don't know his last name. Warner, right? Or Warner? or something.
Brian Warner, yeah.
Yeah. He's had me on Be For Real the last couple episodes. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Go check it out on the Tigervision YouTube channel as well. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a blind ranking. So,
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
so I'm not going to tell you. I have 5 of them for you. So
Okay.
we'll bounce around.
Okay, so it's just like we write 1 through 5.
1 through 5, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna give you. I'll give you like a topic, like before, obviously. But what we can do is I will give you a name. You're gonna pick a spot 1 through 5 to put it. You cannot change it, and you don't know what the rest of your options are. You're stuck with it no matter where it is.
What if I can't spell the name?
I'm sorry if
Just
you can't
try your
spell the
best.
name. Then I mean.
I am dyslexic, so this could get really
Yeah.
interesting really fast.
So, all right.
Big-
So we're gonna start out with types of weather. Now you can rank it however
Types of weather.
you can
okay.
rank it by how much you like it, how much you dislike it. You'll have a time to explain it.
Okay, how are the official rankings done?
I mean, how are the official rankings done?
Or
He's
are
gonna
there
say
any
it, and then
official
we're gonna
rankings?
put it
Yeah,
down.
so I'm gonna give you a rank, like what one of them is.
Okay.
And then you gotta put it in one of those 5 spots.
So there's no correct answer.
There's no correct answer.
Okay, okay.
So you can rank it however you want. You could do like the one you like the most to the one you hate the most, or like to hate, or the one you want to
If
live
you
in.
like to hate, you're a villain. You're a villain in my world if you like to hate. I'm sorry.
So, all right. You guys ready for number 1?
Yes.
Born
So your
ready.
first type of weather, heavy rain.
Is it cold?
Yes. Exactly what we have today. Just know it's exactly what we have
Today was the worst day I've had in a while, weather-wise. It was 80 degrees on Saturday, I think. Maybe Friday. It was fantastic. But now we're back. It's like 40 degrees and raining.
All right. So
That's
we're,
unfair. You know the answer. You know all of them.
yeah, I know.
I guarantee you, one of them will be like, tornado!
Yeah, that's why I didn't put it last.
Oh, I put it last.
If he starts out with that, it's not going to be the worst one.
I put it last, and I will stick
Okay,
by that.
so you put it
I picked a
last?
tornado over that.
Really? Like just like a
Kind of a vibe.
it's a kind of a vibe. I'm sorry. Tornadoes are kind of a vibe. That's all I gotta say. Like
You're not
ducking-
even from like the
okay,
Midwest.
Okay,
We had a few run-ins.
the ducking covers
had
in
some
school
run-ins.
is kind of a
We had
vibe.
we had a few battles with the tornadoes back in my day.
Back in my day,
Back in my day, I used to
my,
hand fight the tornadoes.
back in my ye old town.
It got me in a class. So.
All right, so here's what I'll do for you, Blake. I'll erase mine, and I'll do a full list once I list all of them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, snowstorm. Very broad. Interpret it however you want to.
Oh, I probably should not show the camera.
I mean, you can if you want. You can show it every time if you want.
For snow, it kind of depends. Like, am I walking to class, or am I just enjoying my
so
day?
see, my
Yeah,
thing
it's
is
like a
like-
normal day.
Okay,
like,
we'll
where
talk
gotta
about this
walk to
later.
class.
I have opinions.
I'll stay.
I do know.
Wait, you have opinions? Breaking news.
Blake has opinions.
What?
I think anyone I've ever talked to knows I always have an opinion.
You
All
definitely
right.
always.
What we got third?
All right, number 3.
Nice.
Number
Mr.
3.
Hostman.
Boiling heat. Heat
Define
and
boiling.
humidity.
Define boiling.
High heat,
Like
high
dying
humidity.
heat?
What is high to you?
Let's go 110s.
I'm sorry, what?
110. 110. 110 with humidity.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not a good day. Not a good day.
I'm saving that one for like a sunny day. I don't think it's coming. I don't think there's gonna be a sunny day.
There's gonna be a sunny day. It's gonna be last. And I'm gonna put it at 5.
Number 4, a thunderstorm. Thunder and lightning.
You know what? Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's last, but I need the eraser.
Oh, you need the eraser?
Just use your finger.
Just use your finger?
This is a juicy marker. That's not gonna end up well.
Why do you gotta describe things?
Why was that the word you had to pick?
No, but you know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes you have the markers where like you draw on the board and you can like tell that is like really wet. Like it's a juicy marker.
It's a moist.
I think the word we're looking for is vibrant.
I don't know if that's the word.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready for number 5?
Yeah.
What's the last one?
Sunny day.
Yeah, you're kidding. You're kidding.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's going out now.
I just had to do it to him. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, is that in the notes app or you put added on last?
No, that was in the notes.
This is.
You know what?
tragic.
I will stand. I'll stand by.
I'm happy with all this except for sunny day.
I'll stand by it.
All right. As somebody who knows exactly what all the list is, I'm just gonna put the order that I have it. So I'm just gonna put my order. The right order.
I guess you can go last, and we'll do our stupid stuff first.
Yeah. Nah, go right
All right, I'll
ahead.
go first. So I'm not gonna show it to you because my marker's kind of dull. I'll just read them off.
Do you want me to go get you another one?
That's fine. That's fine. I can see it. That's a matter.
Do you want the juicy marker?
No, it's fine. I insist. So at number 1, I put storm. This is before news. And you know
There's two
what?
different types of storm.
My thought is, you know, walking it like when it's like thunder, it's kind of a nice walk. You feel like you're gonna die a little bit, but that's fine. It's like a nice. It's kind of peaceful. I feel.
Yeah.
Now of course when lightning strikes, you're running for your life, but that's okay.
I've never seen a lightning strike like near me, so like I say that and then when
Really?
I walk back to the dorm and it's.
I have. It changes you. I have. You instantly want to turn around. You're like, nope.
No.
Number 2, I got snow.
Okay.
You know, don't get a lot of it you gotta enjoy it when it happens. I'll take it. 3 by pure chance, sunny day. I'm sorry. 4 is boiling heat. 110 is insane.
Yeah.
Plus humidity. That's
Not a good
insane. It reminded me kind of like the beginning of first semester. You'd walk outside and immediately you're drenched in sweat.
Life would suck.
It was awful.
You would not want to go out.
But that being said, number 5, and this is 100% recency bias. Heavy rain.
Yeah.
Today is awful.
Yeah.
Like I went to one class this morning and just on the walk there and back, my shoes and socks were soaked, even with my umbrella. And since I had time, I had to go back and completely change them. I'm just like, there's no way
I
I'm
put
going
my
this
socks up to dry before I came here, and they were still kind of like
Oh
soaked.
my lord.
Like damn.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
like,
what I
how
got.
did it go? Do you
I-
want to go hate to love, or do you want to go
Well, no,
love to
I'm
hate
kind of
now?
happy with this. I'm kind of happy with this, other than the very last question. The very last spot. I'm very happy with this ranking, actually. So I'm going to say the ranking I currently have, and I'm going to say my preferred ranking, because they're very similar. But number 5 is sunny day. We all know what happened. I'm not even going to explain that. Heavy rain is number 4. Yeah, today sucks. Today sucks. We've already established. I put then snowstorm because snowstorms aren't that bad. Like the cold hurts, but like you get out of school, so you don't have to deal with it, so it's fine. Like you can go out.
I did not consider that.
No, but like you can go out, like enjoy it, and then you go back inside. It's great. Number 2 is high heat. I was in marching band for 5 years, and so like the heat doesn't really bother me. Like it sucks, like yes, but like
Okay, but have you been in 110 heat?
we've done it in like 102. We also did it in
I mean,
like
you gotta think
90.
he's been marching the entire time
Yeah.
too, so that's producing heat in a uniform.
And
No,
like
carrying an instrument.
there's not a chance.
There's
Yeah.
not a chance he's
But,
doing
like,
that in 110 though.
I fear I just have a high heat tolerance. The number 1 above that is thunderstorm. You know, if it's just thunder, like, that's fine. It's kind of cool. It's giving mad scientists. It's giving like
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Like it's giving engineering.
Engineering vibes.
My preferred
Alcoholic
ranking.
engineering vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No. Mine
I
now.
guess I don't get the marker. You want another juicy marker?
Yeah, I do.
I don't like this guy. I don't like this.
Grant leaves mid-podcast.
I'm done.
Get up. I'm done. I quit. I would put okay, my official ranking, like if I can rank now, would be heavy rain, high heat, snowstorm, thunderstorm, and then sunny day from bottom to top.
Okay, so as the guy who knew the order going into it, my order is pretty.
I don't hate it.
It's
I
not
don't hate
blind.
it.
So I have sunny day at 1 because who doesn't love a sunny day? And I got a thunderstorm at 2 because thunder is pretty chill. I mean,
Yeah.
your day can still go on. Heavy rain because I mean, as much
Heavy
as
rain
today
over high
sucks,
heat.
as much as today sucks, I remember coming down here for that first week. You gotta remember I'm from the Northeast.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that first week, absolutely dreadful. I mean, I'm probably used to it now, and I'll probably be fine. But I'm not fine, but it'll still suck. But I had snow at 5. I hate snow. I don't care how much there is.
You
how
get
little
too much
there
of
is.
it, okay?
Because I get too much of it, and it takes 2 feet to cancel school up north.
Okay.
And it takes less than an inch
For
down
me,
It
here.
takes the threat, like the
Yes.
weatherman
The
going.
threat of snow.
So last year, being January, my school we had an entire week off because there was a chance of snow. There's a
Oh,
chance.
right.
There's a chance that the road's iced, and some of them did. So we had school off for a week straight. It was,
great.
and there was no snow. It was
I've
great.
gotten like 8+ inches and still had to go to school.
Well, that's
That's
from
rough.
the
That
Midwest
sucks.
or the Northeast. What?
The Midwest.
I'm gonna borrow that.
Where did that
Yeah,
come
go
Thank you.
ahead. So, all right, are you guys ready for?
No, I
your-
have to erase my juicy marker.
All right, you guys ready for your next list?
No. If you do the same thing, we could put like the obvious number 1, or that's number 5.
I swear it won't be that every time. I promise.
I don't.
No, I don't trust you.
Okay. All right, we'll go for list number 2 this time. All right, we gotta rank these musical artists.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
And then-
I'm not gonna be able to spell these names. I'm sorry if any of the musical artists are listening or see this.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
Now I will let you know in advance if it helps you. All of these artists do have something in common going into it, so you may be able to figure it out towards the
scary.
end.
Okay.
But the first one we have is Kendrick Lamar.
I have a feeling I don't know what the
Nah,
theme is.
I'm sure you know what it is.
Oh, yeah, which case I am gonna change that. I think you're scheming here.
Are you okay? You want some
I
help?
forgot how to spell it.
You want me to spell it out for you?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
Actually, I think we should just leave it.
Just let it happen.
Yeah, so that when he shows the board,
Lamar.
All the haters at home will.
all the haters can point out.
Is that anywhere close?
You're close. You're missing
Yeah.
a letter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. Okay. Sorry, Kendrick.
You're close enough.
My apologies.
All right.
Wait,
I'm
that's
sure,
actually,
I'm sure
if
you both
anyone
are.
complains about this, is actually ableist. So.
Put that on Will.
All right. So I'm sure you guys have already figured out the theme. Number 2, we got Usher.
Now that is a good good question. Now that is a good question.
What's a good question?
Where to put him?
Where to put him?
Just Usher.
Yeah. That's user. That says user.
Okay, I don't know.
That says user.
We understand.
User.
All right, you guys good?
What's 3?
Number 3? Michael Jackson.
Okay, I have no idea what the category is anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
No, actually, no. I believe that. I believe he doesn't know.
Yeah. I'm sure once we tell him, he'll be like, oh. Like, he'll
Well, I thought I knew, but I didn't think Michael Jackson did this.
He did.
He did?
He did.
He definitely did. I'm be confident that you.
I'm sure everyone knows what we're talking
I'm
about
pretty
here.
confident everybody
My.
knows. Oh my gosh.
Abbreviations exist.
Oh, that's such your MJ.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan at 3.
LeBron James.
Number 4. All right, you guys ready for number 4?
Yeah.
Prince.
Wow.
No hesitation.
I stand by it. And I can explain. There's a reason
you left.
for it.
You left 1 and you've left 2.
If you say something really bad, I'm gonna be.
I don't. It's musicians. It could be bad. It could be good. It's all up to interpretation.
Okay.
The Weeknd.
I'm happy with this
okay.
ranking. I'm happy with this ranking.
All right.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
All right. Who would like to go first?
I would love to go first.
All right.
So I'm very happy with this ranking. If you didn't already hear, I've said it like 3 times.
Wait, first though, what's the category?
Oh yeah. What do you think?
I
about
actually have no idea
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
I don't know.
You can
Okay.
go.
We'll talk about it when Grant comes around.
So number 5 is Usher, or as it says, user.
User.
Is that like a political statement? You trying to say something about Usher here? Like what's going on here? You got beef with Usher?
This is ableist. I don't know. I just don't listen to Usher. I don't know. Kendrick Lamar.
Nobody does.
Kind of same
True.
thing. I don't really listen to
Not to call out Usher, but
Wow, shots fired. I don't really listen to Kendrick Lamar like much,
yeah.
but like I listen probably more than Usher. Definitely more than Usher. Okay, Prince. Prince is Prince. Like
Prince is Prince.
I don't know what else to say about
Prince was
that.
the man.
I listened to some Prince. I don't know. MJ. Okay, what can I say about MJ? Michael Jackson. Like,
It's King of Pop.
yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say about that. But I do think The Weeknd, Blinded by the Lights, like, I think The Weeknd's over.
Okay,
You know?
see it.
They did make The Weeknd. Yeah, Blinded by the Lights is The Weeknd.
Okay.
All right.
Do you know the category?
For those at home, and for category was like Super Bowl halftime
Super Bowl
shows.
halftime
Really?
performers.
I thought so, and then I was like, I don't feel like. I literally am thinking of The Weeknd's halftime show right now.
I just was thinking like him looking like confused in that
in that
maze.
where he just genuinely looked lost.
I would
in
too.
his own maze.
I would too.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, at number
It was
one.
like a mirror too.
At number one, I got Kendrick Lamar. Just recently, been getting into him. His new album, big
Right.
fan. I listen to it like at least once a week. GNX, would recommend.
This is a good album.
Number two, The Weeknd. Some pretty good songs. He was number 5. He kind of got thrown in at 2. I don't hate it necessarily. We'll go 2. 3, Michael Jackson. What can you say? He's Michael Jackson. Number 4, Usher. He had I know like one Usher song. Yeah, it's a banger. It's a banger, but I only know like one. And then 5 is Prince. I do respect Prince, but I feel like he's a little bit like before my time. I know
But Michael's not before your time?
but I know Michael Jackson music a lot better.
Yeah,
Prince.
I know like 1, maybe 2 Prince songs.
I got you.
So just by pure, I don't know much about him. I do not know.
Copyrighted.
Basically, I do not know ball.
That's fair.
That's my reason.
That's fair. So
Can I also just point out Michael Jackson does have a musical.
he does have a musical.
Does he?
He does. It's called Enemy the Musical, and it actually it was a Tony winner, I think.
I think so.
So
Maybe we can double check later. So, I mean, I put mine as a combination of Super Bowl halftime show ratings and just how I feel about the artist. I'm not gonna lie, I saw Usher's halftime show, and I think I've never been so deterred to not listen or like to listen to his music.
I kind of liked it.
I
It was
did
that
not.
like it was
Last
that
year.
like recession music that young people listen to as kids that I
He
appreciated.
like took off his shirt midway through.
That
too.
was weird.
That was definitely.
I did not
weird.
appreciate the show, but the songs I appreciated.
I don't remember last year's halftime show. I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
fair. Like, and then I had The Weeknd at 4. I have no hate to The Weeknd. I just think the other 3 are just too big.
That's fair.
Like Prince, I have a lot of respect for, but Kendrick and Michael are just too good. Michael's the king of pop. Everybody knows Michael, and I think Kendrick has the possibility of jumping up to 1 someday with a little bit more time.
I feel like Eminem might be a little bit too big.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think the MJ hype is slowly dying because of Taylor, because everybody's now saying Taylor's better than him.
Who is saying that?
I know people who say Taylor.
They're 2 totally different like artists.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would talk about them in the same conversation.
We got another listers at the end of the
Oh, I got a
segment.
bunch of them. I got 3 more for you.
Three
3 more. This will be
We're
fun.
gonna be until 8 p.m.
Can I have the eraser?
No.
So rude.
This is ableist.
All right.
I should not make a joke about that. That's probably not good.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. I'll cut down one of them. We'll go 2 more. Rank these college majors.
Oh, this is good. Okay. I'm ready.
For our
So is this like by whatever metric we want it to
whatever
be?
metric you want it to be.
Okay.
Could be like the easiest one to hardest. Could be the one you'd be most likely to do. Could be like highest paying. Could be whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
All right. You ready? Number 1, biochemistry. I do not have to spell out all of biochemistry.
I'm gonna spy out.
I gotta figure out what I want my list to be about. That's the question.
Okay.
Mine's like a compilation of like how I feel.
Mine's kind of how I feel.
All right. Number 2, accounting and finance majors.
I'm saving my 5 spot, so I gotta put it in.
You're saving your 5 spot. You don't trust me?
No. There's 2 things that would go my 5 spot, and I'm waiting for one of them.
Okay. Curious what those 2 are.
I
think you might get one of them. I think you might get one of them. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number 3, English.
Yeah.
English majors.
Actually.
Interesting. You both put them at 2.
Well, to go and tell everyone.
Yeah,
just gonna tell everyone.
Wow. Interesting.
No, where's the secrecy? Where's the tension?
Okay. Number 4, political science.
I wish I knew what number 5 was.
I know what number 1's gonna be, and I'm not happy about it. But
What do you think number 1's going to be?
business.
Okay. What if I told you right now it's not business?
I think you're lying to me.
Okay.
But I don't want to put poli-sci as the first one. Like, no offense, but like,
I mean,
I would never. I know some poli-sci kids don't like them very much.
see, I was almost a poli-sci kid.
Wow.
Though.
Oh, you're.
I'm a poli-sci major.
I entirely forgot you're poli-sci.
Get off. Get off the show right
Oh
now.
man.
Hey, senior. Oh, you okay?
Sorry.
Number 5. I know Blake's not gonna be happy. Engineering.
Oh my
majors.
gosh. I'm gonna crash.
I just want the viewers to know I'm having such a good time right now. I'm
Should
having
I
like,
take pleasure in like torturing us with this?
yes.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm having so much fun right now. It's not even
That's
funny.
okay.
Because I know someday you guys are gonna do it back to me, so I gotta appreciate it while I can.
That's fair.
You're gonna like edit this down when it gets posted, and it's gonna be like a compilation of me saying that engineering is
I'm gonna
alcoholism.
post it on my Instagram.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we? Do you want to go first? You want Blake to go first?
I'll go first.
Blake kind of crashed out.
I'll go first. I'll let you say your, because I can see what's going on over there. So number 1, I put engineering. Once again, this list, I don't really know what my list is here, but we're gonna go engineering. I have respect for engineers. Yeah, we'll go. This is my respect list. I have respect for engineers. You know, I could not do physics. Couldn't do it. Quite frankly, that's why I'm a comp sci major. Couldn't do physics. Didn't like it. Number 2, I respect English majors by the principle of I respect that they're just kind of here, and they're either going to become lawyers or they're going to figure out what to do after college.
Yeah.
And then
Or teach.
True.
Yeah.
3,
Unfortunately.
accounting. It's a lot of numbers. 4, biochem. That's tough. Hate to be you. And then 5, poli-sci. What can I say?
Screw you.
What can I say about poli-sci kids?
I don't know. What can you say about poli-sci kids?
I don't. They're just like, it's just like a lack of like work ethic, you know, and like dedication to the craft.
Wow.
I don't know what craft. Also, I don't know what they do. Like, I don't know what one does with a poli-sci degree.
You go to law school.
Really?
Yes.
I've heard philosophy is the one to do for that.
No, poli-sci gets the highest LSAT scores.
Are you going to law
Really?
school?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the plan, at least for now. But I mean,
That's wild.
hey Blake, how's it going?
I'm enjoying this until I get to the last one. Like it's great
Let's hear it.
until you get
Come
to the last one, you know. Okay, so I want to preface my list by saying that I think engineering would go at the top and everything else would scoot down a spot. However, currently, you have engineering at the bottom. I don't want to talk about it. It should be at the top.
First he calls them alcoholics. We just hate engineers on this show. They're alcoholics.
Yeah, I
Anti-
actually hate engineers.
I hope that
They
none of
suck.
my roommates watch this show. Watch this one.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas, do not watch this episode.
Well, speaking of roommates not watching this episode, next one, accountant finance. My roommate is a finance major. I don't know. Like, they're giving, like, business bro, and I'm just not here for it. And, like, my thing is my roommate, like, he's really, like in the depths with it. Like, he's really passionate, he's working hard at it. So, like, him being a finance bro is fine. It's, like, the ones that, like, don't try. So that's why it's number 4. Number 3, biochem. Very middle of the road. I would never do it. That sounds like it sucks. But, like, I applaud you for doing it. So, like, have fun with that, I guess. I don't know what you're going to do with that. Not to be like, I don't know what you're going to do with it. But, like, I just don't know what you're going to do with it, you know? Number 2 is English. I think English people are great. They're great to talk to. I don't know. I kind of like some English majors. Like, they're great personalities. I believe. To be fair, I haven't encountered that many English majors, so I don't really know. But
Mine not met one. Not met a single one.
Yeah.
I've met one, I think.
I don't know. I just feel like they have like good energy. And then number 1 is poli-sci.
Let's go.
Keep in mind, it should be number 2, so hold your horses. But
oh man.
I don't know, like poli-sci, like I almost was a poli-sci kid. I didn't do think government all throughout high school. So I have a lot of respect for them. I think like talking about that stuff is very fascinating. Like political and science. I think that's very fascinating stuff.
So would you just take engineering, put it at 1,
yeah,
and shift everything down, and that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I ranked mine based on what I would choose as a major from 1 to 5. So I went political science because political science is the best degree in my books if you don't know what you're doing with your life. So
I think that's just not true, but okay.
Number 2, we got accounting, because I did almost become an accounting major at one point in my life, and I've done a lot of accounting jobs, and my roommate has told me I might as well have just been an accounting major and just done that as a career. So questionable decision there, but whatever. Number 3, engineering, because I think at one point anybody who's good at math considers engineering, and I decided...
Math and science. Anyone's gonna be.
Okay, I'm not good at science, so that's probably why I didn't do it. I decided I wanted to continue liking math, and I didn't want to do coding. So
that is valid.
Number 4 is English, because English, I don't know what I'd do with that degree other than become a teacher or write a book. And I think you can write a book without that degree. And number 5 is biochem, because there's no chance in hell that I ever do biochem at any point in my life. Gotta be honest. No.
I think we need to make it more of a thing in the U.S. that like some people don't need a college degree to be really successful.
I do agree.
No, they do not need a college degree.
You
should not go in. I am a strong believer that you should not go into crazy financial debt over a college degree.
Yes,
true.
Now, like again, like community college, like
or like trade school.
right.
Trade school. We need more people
Welders
going to
make
trade
an
school.
insane amount of money.
They do. Like if you're like a good like HVAC person or like plumbing, they make bank.
Yeah. Start your own business.
Yeah.
You can make a good bit of money. Now we got one final list for you guys.
Okay.
We got actors.
I don't know actors.
but, like, okay.
You don't know actors?
Not a big actor guy. Not a big movie guy.
Okay. So with each person, I can give you a movie they're from if
Okay.
you'd like.
Yeah. Movie and role.
Movie and role?
Nice,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, first actor we got, Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't think I have to tell you any movies he's
What's
from.
his most famous role?
Titanic, I think, would be the one.
I was thinking of a very different. I was thinking of a very different movie.
Or Shutter Island, or Catch Me While You Can. Actually, let me put my marker down.
I don't know.
Also just an interesting guy in general.
Yeah.
I mean, he has an interesting choice of women.
Yes, he does. That is so funny to me.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna spell his name.
I just put Leo down. I mean,
I put Le DeCap.
nice.
All right. Number 2, Ryan Gosling, Ken from the Barbie movie.
He's really funny.
What else has he
Sebastian
done?
in La La Land.
He was in. No, that's Ryan Reynolds.
He was in Drive as the driver, or as the main character, I guess. Some other movies. He was in Blade Runner 2.
Okay.
I've seen one of those.
No. All right. Number 3, Steve Carell. Gru from Despicable Me.
I forgot.
This is number 1.
I watched Despicable Me 4, and I forgot that was him.
I cannot get myself to watch that movie.
Okay, I'm not going crazy. He was Michael in The Office. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, he was
Okay.
Michael in The
I wanna
Office.
make
Wait,
sure
you
we're
didn't
thinking the
watch
same
Took Me
person.
4?
No, I didn't.
That is a
I watched
banger.
Is it a banger?
It's so
is it
good.
really good?
It's so good.
It's
It
really
is
good.
The ending
Wow.
scene is like, I laughed a lot.
Are they done with like Despicable Me now, or do they leave it open for a fifth?
I think you can never close it.
Right. I thought they closed it after the third one, but now they figured out a way to reopen it.
That's fair. More Minions movies coming our way.
I
That would be
hope,
so
I hope, I kind of hope so. I don't know.
All right, we ready for number 4?
Born ready.
Matt Damon,
I don't.
the lead
care.
role in The Martian. Do you don't know him?
No, I've seen The Martian, but
We're gonna have very
He's also in
different lists.
Interstellar.
I've not seen it.
Not seen.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
hoping-
like when I think of actors. He doesn't immediately pop into my head.
All right. So, what do you have? Okay, that's the spot you got left. So what are you saving number 1 for? What were you hoping for?
I don't.
Did you have somebody in particular you were thinking of?
I had a few people in mind.
Okay.
Really, anyone from the Avengers movies, I would have liked.
Okay, well, this guy is not from the Avengers.
I'm so cooked.
Did you have someone in particular you
Yeah.
Okay. We have number 5, Seth MacFarlane,
Who is that?
the voice of Peter
This
Griffin
is fantastic.
and Ted.
Who is
Love Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane. Peter Griffin, Ted,
He plays
Quagmire.
He plays 70% of the characters in that show.
Family, yeah. He plays like Stewie, Brian.
He's so talented. He is so talented. It's
so
insane.
talented.
I think it's crazy that the writer finishing for plays Dr. Doofenshmirtz. That's correct, right?
That's my guess.
I don't know. I've
yeah,
never heard that
yeah,
in my life.
No, yeah, one of the he's kind of everything. Writer,
Yeah.
director. He's a creator.
All right. All right. Blake, you want to go first? You're the arts. You're
Sure.
the theater kid.
I'm a theater kid, not a television actor kid.
It's like the same thing, pretty much.
I'm actually the head with this list, I will say. Seth MacFarlane's number 5. I put him there because, like, I don't care.
Wow.
Sorry, buddy. Number 4.
I hope he sees this.
Yes, I'll send it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to him personally.
Number 4 is Matt Damon, and I put him there because, like, I've seen The Martian. It's a good movie.
Is it though?
I thought it was good.
I mean, that's a debate. We can have some other
I
time.
haven't seen it.
But, like, I don't think about him when I think of male actor. Well, actor is, you know what I mean. Anywho, number 3, I put Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know. He's a good middle of the road person, I think. I don't hate him. I don't love him, you know. Steve Carell, that's a different story. Moving on, number 2 is Ryan Gosling. Barbie was good. I'll leave it at that. Number 1 is Steve Carell. Steve Carell's amazing, and I love his work on The Office. When he left was when it started not going as great.
Plus, they had to bring him back.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, and he like is in a lot of things. I don't know if I just recognize him more because of The Office, but I don't know. I've never seen a bad thing of his. So like, yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so I have kind of a similar list except for the last one. So I'll start at number 5 again. I'll start at number 5. Number 5, Matt Damon. I cannot name a single Matt Damon movie that I've seen. So just by pure chance of I have no idea, he's at 5. Number 4, which was 3. I put Ryan Gosling. Barbie was good. Leave it at that. Number 3, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's there, I guess.
He's there, I guess.
I don't know. I don't really
Somebody
care.
who doesn't watch movies, so it's interesting.
I don't really care much about him. I remember him in
Django.
Django Unchained. He was talking crazy.
Oh, Leo. I forgot he was in that.
That was
Mr. Candy.
I was not prepared for that. That was weird. Number 2, Steve Carell. Famous for his role as Gru, and nothing else.
But no, Michael Scott.
And Gru.
Yeah.
And Michael Scott.
But also Gru.
And Michael Scott.
No, I love The Office. I do.
Let me see. I'm sure he's
Number
got
1,
something else.
we have Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, with like everyone in that show.
And a couple other shows that he's tried to start.
Yeah,
that just don't go over. Bless you.
All right. Ted was pretty funny. Some funny scenes in that movie. Would recommend. He's just like he's like a very like well-rounded actor and voice actor. He can just do whatever you need him to do, really. So that's what I got.
Alright. I'll finish it off. So, if you know me at all, not as much as Grant, clearly, but my favorite actor in the world is Ryan Gosling. I've seen too many of his movies. Now, I love him in The Notebook, in La La Land, in Drive, in Barbie. So, he's a great actor, I think. I think he also plays the same role in every movie in a way.
Yeah, I agree.
But he is funny.
But he's a pretty funny guy, and he can be serious when he needs to. He's a pretty romantic guy when he needs to. He does a little. He's a good dancer too. He learned how to play piano for La La Land, so he's a piano player.
The things people do for movies is wild to me. Anywho.
I had Steve Carell at 2 because he's basically our childhood.
Yeah.
Right? I think for the most part.
For
I mean,
good,
even
yeah.
like your teenage years, if you watched The Office, because I watched The Office. I watched all The Office. And then I had Seth MacFarlane at 3 because kind of your point, he's so talented. And I do just genuinely find his humor funny. That might make me a bad person according to some people, but I don't care.
Yeah, that's valid.
I had Leo at 4 because I'm not a big fan of his movies. I mean, I like Django, like you said, but I don't like it because he's in it.
I just was not prepared for that.
I like Samuel L. Jackson much more in that movie, and Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. I've seen some of those interviews that he did, and he is really funny.
That interview about him and Leo and
Quentin Tarantino. I remember
Samuel
you did one
Jackson.
with like Quentin Tarantino. That was so funny.
I can't say what they were talking about.
Neither can I.
Right, but and then at number 5 I had Matt Damon because it's Matt Damon, and I mean he's not special.
I just don't care much more.
No, but I don't think anybody really likes Matt Damon, unfortunately. Sorry, Matt Damon.
Sorry for all Matt Damon enjoyers out there.
Do they exist?
I hope not.
Probably not. I can't imagine.
So, but that was my last list. So, all right.
That was a little
Did you guys have
frustrating.
fun?
I did have fun.
I did have fun. I feel a little bit like lied to in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I told you straight up it wasn't an Avengers guy. I told you it wasn't.
Hey, no, you told me that.
I told you it wasn't. I mean, unless you
as
consider.
if I had any chance to change my options.
Yeah. I mean, I told you it wasn't business major.
It was fun. I do gotta admit.
Well, all right. Blake, would you like to do your segment now?
Sure. Oh my gosh, we came up with the name of this earlier.
We came up with it on the walk here, right?
What was it called?
BFFR.
Yes, you know what
it
that
means.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Because we can't say what that actually means, but you know what it means, and if you don't, look it up.
I don't. I do not know what it means.
Here,
we'll figure it out.
For him? Here, I'll write it for him.
Okay.
I can guess what some of the words are, but
Okay. So on today's segment of BFFR, we're going to share our deepest, darkest, juicy secrets from recent.
Not my idea, his idea.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Totally not stealing.
So we're gonna.
we would never.
Never.
Here, no.
No.
So we're gonna be for real.
You cannot say that though. That is another show.
That's fair.
There is a
Sorry.
show
Shout
called
out,
Be For
shout
Real.
out, Brian.
Shout out,
Sorry.
Brian. Oh, wait, maybe it's a good thing that we share it. Maybe it's more publicity and that stuff.
Did you license the name from him?
I could talk to him about it.
All right, but
We're
like
gonna be for real.
today, it's just like a segment where you talk about like the wildest thing that happened to you recently
Okay.
on
Recently.
campus, or like something around Clemson. Like, what happened to you?
Let me think. So, I once had a final project where we had like a month to come up with our topic. I sent her my topic, and she said, "This no good," and she gave me "This no good." She gave me a list of options to pick from, of like here are some alternative ones that are kind of similar. So I told her, okay, I'll go with one of yours. She deducted points without telling me that because I went with one of hers and it wasn't original. So you know who you are.
Just like this segment, apparently.
Yeah, you know who you are. And
Oh yeah, that is one point. One of the points of the segment is you don't name drop.
no name dropping.
No, well, yeah. I mean, we're not putting anyone on blast here.
No, we're not putting anybody on blast. Her name is.
Full government name, student ID.
Her social is.
C165. Yeah.
Let's see. What else can I share? Like, do you have anything in particular? It's your segment.
Yeah.
I feel like you should start it off.
There's some stuff I can't say.
Oh.
It's above the rating of this show. We talked about.
Yeah, you were telling
We
me.
did. We talked about that.
We talked about that.
Probably one of the, other than me flooding my dorm, that's another wild thing that happened recently. One of the wildest things was I know someone who in their chem class. Okay. We need to start this story by saying that this professor on the first day was talking about like email etiquette. Okay. And
are you gonna talk?
Yeah.
My God.
This is wild. And can I say that?
Yeah, you could say it.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, well, he wrote it.
horrified.
So this is like public information now, basically. So he was like, yeah, if like you send an email like this, it's like, hey, blank, Dr. Blank, can you bump my grade up to an A? I really need a grade for this like scholarship or like to keep my 4.0, whatever. And he was like, I've been talking to my like Gen Z son about how to, or like either son or like nephew or something about like how to like talk to Gen Zers. And so he writes on the board, dead ass, question mark. And if I get an email from my professor that just says dead ass, question mark, I think I would be like, you're right, sorry about that. And then, so the crazy part about it that happened recently, that same professor, that same class, someone was doing their like calculator check. They have to like submit a picture of the calculator to be like, yeah, I can use this on the exam. In the beginning of class, he's like, hey, like, make sure you do this because it's due tonight. And so my friend is like the iClicker, like the in-class like questions and answers. She like had a break in between one of them. She's like, well, I'm gonna do this right now. And so she does it, and then it gets graded like with, I think she got like a perfect 1 or whatever it was. And there's like a comment on the submission, and she thought it was gonna be like, oh yeah, good luck on your exam, blah, blah, blah. It said, the comment said, your calculator is fine. Next line. In class? Dead ass? Question mark. And I don't know how I react.
No, but hear him out.
I hear him out. He's kind of not wrong, but like at the same time, like that's wild. That's bold. He's bold for that. Anywho, that's probably the wildest thing that's happened recently, other than just chilling in the honors residential college at like 1 a.m.
Wow. Okay, I'm not an honor student. Nothing a whole lot been going on my side of the. Kind of just doing my stuff, you know, just hanging out. I will say, this is kind of just funny. So I'm part of the Catan club.
Oh, that's cool.
What is that?
It's like it's a board game.
Oh, Catan, like the game.
The board game.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about a katana.
I thought it was
I don't know how to describe it, but it's fun. And I played an entire game at the club, and found out afterwards that one of the people I played against was my lab TA.
That's wild.
So
You were not supposed to win that game.
I didn't.
Yeah. Okay, good. So your grade's still intact then.
I think I'm mostly going to use this segment to kind of just vent about things like general that are bothering me. So for the people out there who put your laundry in the washing machine or like the dryer,
and then
turn it on,
set a damn timer,
and then leave it in there for hours, you should be locked up.
I give them like 5 minutes to get their stuff.
Our floor has a 15-minute rule.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have like a 15-minute rule.
Well, I was down there. I was sitting there. My stuff was done. I'm like, you have 5 minutes.
Well, if your stuff's in the washer, sure, that's different. Like you can't just let it sit soaking wet.
Yeah.
Because that's just mold.
Yeah,
But
you
like,
give it 15 minutes.
You can still give it like 15 minutes, but 10, maybe 10, 15, but like maybe closer to 10.
It was like
5.
10 p.m. and I was like, just come get your stuff.
That's
Just
valid.
and-
Late at night.
And then like you were saying last week, when you like, I've never experienced this, but mixing clothes,
Oh, that's
mixing
insane.
laundry, that is a crime.
That is insane.
That is.
That's a
like you actually.
crime. There's no way. Absolutely no shot. And with the rain today, I'm not gonna say who it was, but somebody decided that, you know how with our doors they have like the like I don't know what it's called. It has like the thing on top, but when you open it, and like a school door, it's got like the little box and then the little like hinge.
I have no idea.
I know what you mean. I follow.
I kind of get what I'm talking about. Somebody, I'm not saying who it was because you know who you are, decided to put their rain jacket on it, on the corner of it. So when you open the door, it just falls. And we have literally hangers right next to the door.
Yeah.
That's a
And I'm just like,
society.
Why? What made you think that this was a good idea?
Yeah.
Like any other spot? Or when you're trying to sleep And they decided to keep the lights on, like the middle light between the two rooms on, and they leave the door open.
I don't have this problem.
Yeah, you guys don't have this problem,
Yeah.
but
I will say, speaking of doors, I did have a thing recently where, like, you know how, like, if you open, like, if you're scanning into a building and, like, someone's behind you, you have two options. Those options are scan in and open the door and you walk through. Option number 2, you scan, the person behind you opens the door for you. Okay, those are your two options.
Yeah.
I was going into the Brooks Center the other day, and someone chose option 3, which is the wrong option. So I scanned in, and they went for the door, and I was like, oh, how sweet of them. No, they walk right on through. Like, I go for it, and they're like, nope, and walk right on through. That is the wrong option. You know who you are, because I saw you. Like, somehow I saw you 3 more times that day, and we made eye contact. You know who you are. And they also thought I was probably weird because I had followed them for the rest of the time in Brooks because my class was right beside their classroom. So, like, we were both going to class, and I was just behind them then the rest of the time. But, like, that's the wrong option. That's the wrong option. Either you're opening it for me, or I'm opening it and walking through. You can scan in, and you can be the first one. I don't care. But, like, I got there first. So I'm going through first. I don't know, that struck me the wrong way, and it was a Monday, and I wasn't having it.
yeah.
Anywho, I'm sorry.
feel
Just
bad?
like etiquette, you know, like Clemson etiquette. It's a thing, though.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, so this is also gonna be a check to see if my dad's still listening at this point in the thing.
Oh.
The other day, I finally went to another dining hall. I know.
What do you usually go to?
I usually go to Court because I live right next to it, so it's like, why bother going
That's
anywhere
fair.
else?
Where did
I
you
went
go?
to I don't remember what it's called. It's
Schletter?
not the Schletter. there
I'm
you
sorry to hear that, my friend. I'm sorry to hear
No,
that.
I like it.
I am sorry to
I
hear that.
liked it.
People, can I say what I'm about to
yeah,
say?
go right in.
Okay. People be shitting on shitter. Like, but it's
Whoa.
not valid. Like, it's
No,
not
it
valid.
absolutely is valid. In comparison
It's
to,
Have you been to core enough?
I have not been to core this semester.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
but
bad.
he lives in Douthit, remember?
Okay, well,
So he goes to Douthit.
Douthit's the best.
True.
It used to be Schletter, Core, Douthit.
my
Now,
current
I'm thinking
ranking.
it's Schletter Core. I haven't been to Douthit yet.
Douthit's good. Like, Douthit is actually.
You said we were gonna go together.
Well,
I'm so sad. I'm gonna cry now.
I went once.
Oh
We
my
can still go
gosh.
together.
How dare you go once? But
It's the best pizza by far.
No, actually,
no,
Schletter's pizza's better.
Schletter's is
Really?
pretty
It's
good.
like brick
It's
oven.
homemade
Yeah.
brick
I
oven.
haven't had that in a while.
It's
I'll
good.
have to try it
It's
out.
good.
To try it.
And it's also like a good little snack.
Okay.
Like in between class, because it's on a good part of campus where you can go in between class if you're over in like arts and humanities.
I do that a lot. I'll go sit in Schletter, just get a drink, just hang out.
Yeah, it's a great. Like, I want to go to the trivia nights on Wednesdays.
Oh, I've been to one of those.
What time is it?
It's 7:30.
We have an hour and a
Trivia
half.
night.
Because I was gonna say, any final comments? I think. So I think we should wrap it up now. We're pushing an hour 15 now.
Do we like my segment?
I like your segment.
Okay.
I like your
It
segment.
gives you the chance to just speak your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I did fill my room today. That was going to be that segment, but then we already talked about it.
But all right. Well, to any of the listeners, thank you for listening. And to any of the watchers, thank you for watching. Thank you, Grant, for coming and joining us
of course.
today. It's a pleasure
Thanks for
having
having
you.
me.
And Blake, I think we're gonna see you weekly now, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
If I'm not having an exam or like studying.
Or an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
like
crashed
so
out of
real.
MATLAB today. My computer stopped working, and then it was in the middle of class, and the TA and professor came over to me and were like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm just crashing out right now." So.
Well, to all the listeners who made it this far, thank you very much. Have a blessed day. So, see you next week, I guess. All right, guys.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Yeah, next week,
And
same
now we
time,
can
same
watch.
place.
Now we get to watch Will walk off screen.
Yeah, now you get to watch
very-
me walk off screen.
So we're only here for another good 10,
Almost
15
all.
seconds.
Yeah, we're actually still live
Yeah.
as we speak.
We're still here, and that's what matters. We're still here.
We're actually not
We're here
live.
for you.
Actually, so if you ever come up to this building in Hendrix, we will always be right here.
We're always here. You can't get in though.
We live here.
Losers.
I can't get in either.
Hey, but just remember, you cannot get a milkshake at Chick-fil-A.
I don't know what he said.
He's not gonna have a milkshake from Chick-fil-A because maybe they're like having today. Sick.